Welcome to another episode of Beyond Business.
By Negosyente, where we talk about negosyo, buhay, and everything in between. Dahil naniniwala po tayo na pag may negosyo, may trabaho.
At pag may trabaho, may kwento.
And today, Ryan, we'll be talking about something that we don't always pause to check about mental health. Our mental health. We smile, we deliver, we function, right? We get things done. But eto ba'y nache-check natin? Sometimes we're struggling inside, right? And no one sees it. Ano nga ba ang dapat nating gawin? And with us today is a mental health expert, professor, psychologist, no other than Dr. Sheikh Hoxon.
Hello, Rhoda. And,
Hello po.
Of course, hello, Ryan. Isang malusog na araw sa ating lahat.
Doc, umpisa na tanong. Bakit nga ba Sheikh?
Actually po, nung bata ako, medyo I'm more into movement, no? So I'm more into dancing. Yeah, that's why they call me Sheikh.
Pero what's your real name? Your on
My
paper.
full name is Sheila Marie Guevara Hoxon.
And everybody calls you Sheikh.
Yeah. Kasi mas may recall siya.
Dr. Sheikh, meron lang akong babasahin dito na
Yeah,
medyo
yeah.
alarming.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ito ay galing sa Philippine Star few days ago lang.
Yes.
Di ba? Sinuri
Yeah.
mo to sa ating group chat. It says, the National Capital Region Police Office has recorded 111 self-harm incidents between January 1 and March 23, 2026. This is a 236% increase from the 33 cases reported in the same period last year. Medyo alarming.
Yeah.
And many of these incidents, according to the NCRPO, stem from emotional distress, relationship issues, personal loss, and financial pressure.
Yeah, nakaka-alarm po talaga yan, no? And
Yeah.
I think baka mas mataas pa yan, no? Because not everything in the Philippines are recorded, no? So malamang po, mas mataas pa yan.
Ay, talaga. At sabi pa rito, Doc, Metro Manila Police have been working with schools, barangays, and local stakeholders under the Enhanced Management Police Operations Framework to improve early detection and immediate response. Nandidetect ba to?
So actually,
Ng maaga?
ang ating po mga programa ngayon, no, aligned with the mental health law, especially it was established and passed last 2018. It is not just about the intervention and therapeutic, but it's already more on the promotion and prevention. And it's not just only in the school, but also in the industries. Marami rin po tayong mga workplace mental health issues. And of course, even in the community, even lower than the barangay.
Ito, in addition to that report lang, Doc, kanina, few hours ago, I conducted a survey
Yeah.
just to get a quick snapshot lang ba sa talagang nararamdaman ng mga tao.
Yeah.
Real time to, Doc.
Yeah.
And ang medyo nakakabahala dito, 69 of our colleagues here in the company responded dun sa survey na yon. And, itong resulta made me pause. About 56% said they feel good. And 13% even said, excellent. So walang problema sana, right? But what caught my attention is that around 30%, ang nagsabi na they feel only fair or poor.
Yeah.
Meaning, 1 out of 3 people
Yeah.
ay ganun ang nararamdaman. So medyo talagang hindi siya, kanais-nais.
Opo. Yeah. Actually, marami pong influence ito. Of course, the family, okay? Of course, ito pong ating crisis na dinadanas ngayon. Imagine niyo pag bumili ka ng gasolina ngayon, parang bumili ka ng ginto. No?
Yes.
And lalo na po sa katulad namin mga average, no? So yung tax, no, talagang malaki din, no? And minsan na nakikinabang sa tax natin yung mga hindi nagtatrabaho. So very frustrating talaga. And it's really unfair, no? And of course, the product of technology, malaki ho talaga ang epekto ng technology ngayon, no? With the many oversharings, napakarami pong traditional oversharing and now the online oversharing.
Yeah.
Ang dami po talaga negativity sa social media. We also have a lot of sad fishing, a lot of dark posting, no? And it really affects, no, the mind, the heart, and the behavior not only of the adults but also of the youth. So ito po yung tinatawag na emotional contagion. Kaya kung makikita nyo, if you are a doom scroller, no, yung mahilig ka sa negativity, maapektuhan, no, how you think.
Na-absorb mo.
Yeah, how you think, how you feel, and how you believe. Kaya po, hindi lang po ito mental health disorder from the traditional causes that we have, no, but the big, no, part of it is also the family and of course the technology.
I'm hearing a lot of social media stuff.
Yeah.
You said a while ago, like, I think it's the first time I've heard of sad fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what does sad fishing mean?
Yeah, sad fishing is sharing of unhappiness, no, to attract attention, okay? And also to get vague response. So ito po yung pagkuha ng mga likes kasi minsan you feel that you don't belong in your family or in your school or even in your company and society.
Pero hindi ba for content purposes lang yun kuminsan?
Actually ngayon dahil po sa mga evidence-based journal natin, napag-aralan na po na ang pagkakaroon ng boundary online is also definitely matters, no? So alam niyo pag wala tayong discretion, no? So ulitin ko ulit 'yon, discretion. Hindi na natin alam yung i-share natin traditionally or sumusobra na yung pag-share natin in the online. Alam mo yung pati yung mga kamag-anak mo, makita yung kalungkutan mo or sadness mo, diba? Na sila nagtatrabaho sila doon, okay? So that is what you call the psychological boundaries. If you cannot handle your boundaries well, it can also be a problem of some psychological disorder like personality disorder, which is a severe mental health disorder. So the traditional oversharing and sad fishing is, alam nyo, pagpasok na palang dito sa building, no, like in the building of Roda, okay, alam na nung security guard mo yung problema mo sa asawa mo. Pag nag-online sad fishing ka and oversharing, alam na ng buong mundo na nahiwalay ka sa asawa mo or may problema ka sa asawa mo or adik ang anak mo, etc.
At hindi maganda yon.
At hindi maganda yon, no? Because the problems that you need to share are only for the people that you trusted, no? And of course, also your mental health professional. Hindi ito pwedeng buong mundo malaman, no? At ikaw ay pagchismisan lamang.
Yeah. And from your studies, how much of that is real?
Yung sa...
Yung mga nagsasad fish, most of them are real or most of them are just like, yun nga, sabi ni Ms.
Actually,
Rolfer
yung
po.
iba po, karamihan talaga real, no? And yung iba, not only with the Gen Zs of today, no? But even in the adults, no? Yung pagkakaroon po ng walang boundary. Minsan kasi negative coping yan eh. Yung ginawa mong diary, yung ano mo, yung online mo. Or minsan, if you're working in a company like private or government, minsan nakapila na yung mga tao, nakikipagkwentuhan ka pa, which is also oversharing, no? And then you, somewhat, pag nag-overshare ka, minsan yung office mate mo na malakas yung psychological well-being, bumababa din. Nagre-reklamo na rin sa company, no? So, it can be also a waste of time, no?
Okay. So what I'm hearing is like oversharing and itong sad fishing, itong dark digital footprint, like you said kanina.
Yeah.
These are signs na you might have something.
Pwede po, no? Sa makabagong panahon. And these are also what you call tinatawag na pag-aralan din ng ating siyensya.
Wow. Wow. Even in the social media age.
Yeah, kasi po nung unang panahon, for example, we have learning disabilities, no? Meron tayong mga estudyante na nagkakaroon ng problema sa math, no? So kala natin row 4 lang 'yon or row 5, no? But in the many evidence-based researches, meron na pala noon, kaya lang di na labelan ng evidence-based research. So ito pala yung tinatawag na learning disability or dyscalculia, no? Yung kahit magaling ka na teacher sa math, no, you are really passionate, you're hardworking, you're even an awardee of becoming a best teacher. Pero kailangan niya ng therapy kasi hindi lang puro academics or logical reasoning.
Pero ito, Doc, ang nakakaano, Ryan eh. While things may look okay on the outside, pero pala, something deeper is happening. Parang, iba yung nakikita natin on the outside, iba yung nangyayari pala on the inside.
Yeah, totoo po yan, no? So marami rin po talagang nagpe-pretend na lang, no? And trigger warning in terms of, for example, now, rampant din po ang suicide, no? Meron po tayong tinatawag na mga happy suicidal. So, hindi na po yan dikahon na pag suicidal ka, malungkot ka lagi, no? So, we have the happy suicidal wherein ang dami mong friends, para kang guidance counselor, but you're not sleeping normally, no? And you are exposed to many substances, so that can be a happy suicidal. So, hindi na po yung totoong dikahon nung unang panahon because the evidence-based research also evolves, no? And of course, we also have what we call the passive suicidality, no? Wherein, alam niyo, pag hindi ka na nag-aalaga ng sarili mo, you also have the tendency to be suicidal. Like for example, pagmamaneho ng motor ng lasing.
Okay.
Na hindi ka na nagbibigay ng pag-aalaga sa sarili mo, okay? Or
Self-inflicted na.
yeah, mga self-inflicted na hindi mo na inaalagaan or pinababayaan mo na or having sex to someone, no, na hindi mo naman
Kilala.
no,
Or wala
at
kang
hindi ka
relationship with,
nag-iingat,
yeah.
no, at it can also affect, no, because also of the compulsions that you have, no, or minsan hindi ka na natutulog ng normal, no, yung sobrang workaholic ka na, hindi ka na kumakain ng
Aray
healthy.
ko.
It can also be a form of suicidality.
At isa sa mga senador natin na nagsabi. Actually, gusto kong itanong nga, ito ba para sa mga Gen Z
Napaupo
lang?
ako doon.
Para sa mga millennials lang? Or affected bang mga boomers? O mga, Gen X? Mga ganon.
Yeah.
Okay, ang sinabi ng senador, isa sa mga senador lang naman, nagsabi na overly dramatic lang daw mga Gen Zs.
Yeah. So ako po, nung nabasa ko rin yon, I do hope that also our leaders, no, will have be given the mental health literacy. Okay? Kasi ang mental health po ay hindi ho kahinaan. Okay? It really entails symptoms, no? It really entails causes, no? It's aligned with the physical, the mental, the emotional, and even the spiritual development. And now, sa makabagong panahon mo ngayon, no? In the UNESCO model, we also have what we call the digital well-being. Yung pagiging digital well mo, dapat you know how to also handle your boundaries, no? So hindi ka nagkakalat sa social media, yung digital footprint mo hindi dark, no? Yung mga pinopost mo dapat enabling and inspiring, hindi nakakamatay, hindi nakaka-stress or hindi nagi-give up yung mga followers mo.
Pero ang major reason, Doc, bakit ganon katindi yung increase ng mga people who are getting depressed, anxious? Ano yung nagiging rason?
Malaki po yan, no? But of course, ngayon po, napakalaking bagay in the UP fertility study, no, in terms of suicide, the number one problem, even na bago ang mundo, it's still the family. Okay?
Family pa rin.
So siguro nung unang panahon, maswerte tayo na baka karamihan sa atin medyo good example ang mga magulang. And I'm proud that my parents are good example, no? But now, maraming magulang na hindi na rin matino, unfortunately. Okay? Marami po tayong mga magulang na nag-asawa lang for the sake na to be married because of the concept of marriage, but they are not really responsible parent.
Hindi kayo out of depression din yon?
Pwede rin po, no, na meron ding cycle of trauma, no, or
A way
yung
to
kanila.
escape their family rin.
Minsan may mga kakilala din tayo na nag-asawa to escape yung toxic na family nila or yung mga magulang nila naging parasites, no? But of course, napakarami hong nangyari sa mundo, no? We never imagined pandemic, we never imagined the many disasters, the political crisis that we are facing now. Nakita nyo na bagelya po yung pera, no? And of course now, na-imagine nyo ba na we even had what you call the energy crisis, no? And even the war now, no, in UAE, I just
In one
had
lifetime.
I gave a session with the Philippine School for Bahrain for 4 group sessions, no? At mahirap din po pala talaga yung nasa gera kasi alam mo yun, hindi ka makatulog dahil yung missile paggabi naririnig mo, no?
Right.
Hindi mo alam kung kailan ka mag-evacuate. Ang hirap, no? So, syempre po yung empathy and compassion is very important.
Pero syempre dito sa Pilipinas, as reported nga doon sa binasa ko kanina, 236%.
Yeah. Actually po,
Increase.
baka nga po maliit pa yon kasi nga, tabu kasi minsan, hindi pa rin, malaki pa rin yung stigma kasi sa Philippines ng self-harm and of course, a lot of
Doc, like,
mental health problems.
from at least my perspective of self-harm, does that usually relate to suicide or is that more of getting attention?
Yeah, actually po yung difference kasi ng self-harm and suicide, the intention of suicide is definitely to really die, no? But the intention of self-harm is to go for the negative coping. Like for example, napagalitan ka ng parents mo, hindi ka marunong mag-sports,
Yeah.
no? Spirituality is also one of the aspects of well-being. So you don't also you are not humble enough to also ask for help to your supreme being regardless of your religion, no? Wala kang coping mechanism, no? You don't know whom to go to, what to do. So usually you harm yourself.
What goes on in the mind when they do self-harm?
Yeah, actually po minsan po yung sa kawalan ng pag-asa rin, no? So yung coping nila is to harm themselves, no? And
They want to feel pain? Or
yeah,
okay.
they want to feel pain. Yeah. Unfortunately, in the many evidence-based researches, tattooing can also be a form of self-harm.
Tattooing.
Yeah. But of course, there are two forms of tattooing. It can be aesthetic and it can also be a self-harm.
Okay.
So,
Kasi may mga
you don't have to
tattoo,
be
may mga
judgmental.
tattoo ako
Yes,
So
yes,
parang,
yes.
Pero minsan, di ba, yung mga tattoos natin, there are meanings. di ba,
yes.
na-
Some are dark. Some
some
are like
dark. yeah.
hopeful.
And it can also be addictive.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
I've
So
seen
minsan
that,
parang pag
yeah.
nagkakaproblema ka, parami siya ng parami.
And you see people talaga, they cover themselves
So,
and
yeah,
their bodies.
sometimes
Or
it can
minsan,
be
whole
self-harm.
body. Yeah. But of
Yes.
course, we don't have to be judgmental naman na
Right,
self-harm
right.
sila.
Some are just like, it's an expression
Yeah,
of
and
who they
it is
are.
an expression or something meaningful.
Yeah.
So, Doc, how long have you been practicing as a counselor, as a psychologist? At for sure, maraming ng tao ang nagpunta sa inyo. What advice do you usually give them?
Actually, I counted.
For sure,
no?
maraming may gustong malaman
I
yan.
counted my years nga. So I went, so I just had the Alumni Award in UST last Friday. It's my, modesty aside, it's my 4th award. No?
Congratulations.
Wow,
And I
congratulations.
look back, no, sabi ko, it's been 26 years na rin pala as a counselor and psychologist. So nagkataon ho na nung nagkaroon ako ng lisensya sa counseling, nauna yung teaching ko, tapos yung guidance. Tapos nagkaroon din po kasi ng batas for psychology. So I was fortunate to be part of it, no? And fortunately, yun nga po, nakapag-lead din ako ng organization natin, so the Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association. So now, it's been 26 years. Actually, si Ryan nga, naaalala ko na naging
Actually, kinakabahan
estudyante
ako
ko.
Ano ba yung
Ayan.
naaalala kaya?
Kaya kanina ka pa nag-iisip, ano?
So I've been a counselor for UST for 11 years. For 7 years, it's in AB. Kaya sabi ko, naalala ko itong si Ryan.
Was he your patient?
Naku, confidential po
I
yan.
was-
It's part of the ethical standard.
Iniisip ko,
No, with permission.
I think I
With
have been
permission
there
naman.
once, at least.
Yeah, kasi may mga intake interview kasi kami. Yeah. Yeah, but I remember him, kaya nga nakakatuwa.
Uy, isa ka sa mga natatandaan.
Siguro konti lang kami pupunta.
Actually, marami sa
Marami.
AB.
Okay.
Pero Doc, ano yung mga early signs ng...
Early signs is that
May depression,
siguro po
anxiety.
tandaan nyo is the BASCM. Yeah. So it's the B is the behavior. So online and in-person behavior. Okay. Of course, the A is the affect. No, yung feeling mo na parang lagi ka ninenervyos, wala ka namang nervyos, wala ka namang sakit, no? Okay, or hindi ka laging kalmado, or you are anxious, no? And then of course, the S is the soma, the body. Yeah, minsan sobrang nagiging obese ka, or sobrang nangangayayat ka, or poor hygiene, no? Marami pong nagiging addicted sa online games, sa drugs, no, sa casino, sa gambling, no, hindi na naliligo, no, or mapanghina. Okay, and of course, the cognition, the negative thoughts. Yeah. So ito pong mga negative thoughts na to, pag sinabihan ka, unfortunately, kunyari, irresponsible yung parents mo, sinabihan ka na ang bobo mo, no, and then nagkaroon ka ng teacher na irresponsible din, sinabi rin na mahina ulo mo, no, it can be an assumption. So those automatic thoughts, no, ito po yung negative thoughts, ito po yung tumutusok sa puso ng kabataan. It can be imprinted in the mind of the youth. Kaya po meron po tayong mga irrational thoughts or mga tinatawag na negative core belief, no? At itong negative core belief, ito po yung tinatawag na cognitive distortion. Yung cognition mo distorted, kaya you label yourself, I'm stupid, I'm a failure, Yeah. So, pag sinabing bobo ka sa math, hindi ka na mag-enroll sa mga accounting programs.
Yeah, that's right.
Hindi ka na mag-enroll sa mga engineering programs. Kasi nga, it was imprinted into your mind. So, it can affect your personal, your social, your academic and career. And of course, after the BASC, the motivation. So, kung wala na po kayong motivation mag-aral, pumasok sa office, no? Hinahatak nyo na lang yung sarili nyo. So, it's a behavior, affect, soma, the body, the cognition, and the motivation. And if it already affect your day-to-day life, then that can also be a mental health concern. But no to self-diagnosis, of course. You have to have the bravery, yeah, the true bravery. Like at Tamara, we are now in FEU. Like, kaya maraming salamat kay Mix for the invite. And of course, the professional and the authentic and the cultural humility of a Filipino to ask for help, especially for our mental health professional.
At least now we know the symptoms na.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yun nga, as you mentioned, di ba, may mga prevention din na pwede din natin gawin. So, ibig sabihin ba yung doc, mababawasan din ang kaso ng may mga mental health issues?
Yeah, of course. No, actually, alam nyo, yung corruption sa Pilipinas ngayon, it's a big mental health problem. No? Imagine mo yung wala ka ng guilt feeling sa mga mahihirap. No? Karamihan ng problema, even the war, no, it's all about mental health problem, the greediness, the anger, okay? And I think ang pinaka-prevention po dito is really the family. Yeah. Becoming an absolute truth of your children, maging magandang ehemplo kayo ng inyong mga anak, ng inyong mga empleyado, ng inyong mga estudyante, okay, ng simbahan ninyo from the different settings, no? And I think yung unconditional love for people and the empathy and maging matalino tayo. Kasi po, pinag-aaralan naman po ang mental health literacy para hindi tayo magkaroon ng mga vilification, yung sinasabi natin, baliw, no? Or kaartihan lang naman yan. Okay? Or weak yan, no? So, we have to also be literate. Yan ang gusto ng mga Gen Zs ngayon. Kailangan matalino yung mga magulang nila, matalino yung mga mentors nila. They don't go for invalidation.
At
And
ayaw
they
nila ng
empathize.
comparison.
Yeah. At ayaw din nila ng toxic positive, di ba?
Yeah. Pero bilang employers, bilang leaders, anong pwedeng gawin or i-create na work environment
Oh.
para sa ating mga empleyado?
Okay. Actually po, I always believe kahit po ang mga multinational companies, they always go for culture journey. So ano po ba yung culture journey ng kumpanya ninyo? Are you more into commitment? Are you more into simplicity?
Or performance?
Yeah, performance ba? No, but nakakalungkot, syempre, marami din po akong mga multinational companies na nahawakan, no? At minsan talaga napapabayaan yung welfare ng mga tao. And kaya ang dami ring turnover ng Gen Zs ngayon.
Yes,
Kasi
oo.
they don't find their work meaningful, no? At hindi nila nakikita yung growth and that they are being taken cared of. Kasi talagang more of business kasi ang center ngayon. Kaya po, in the mental health law, it's also what you call inculcating mental health program. If you invest in mental health program, mas lalago po yung kumpanya ninyo kasi mas magiging mararamdaman ng mga tao that they are treasured and they will become motivated. And I think one of my styles, no, even in FEU where I am now, no, I've been there for 16 years now, no, okay, and kami po kasi sa FEU, regardless kung anong rango mo at saka anong status mo, you are being heard. Basta you just have to definitely know how to justify your proposals, no? Okay, matalino ka and it's backed up by evidences, no? Pwede pong ma-approve yun. So giving a voice to everyone, so it's really also a diplomatic one.
And you mentioned about mental health programs sa mga like workplaces. Anong advice mo sa mga companies, Doc? Lubos-lubusin na natin. Nandito na rin si Doc Shake.
Yeah, so in some of my works in the government and even in the private, no, multinational and some NGOs, no. So importante po that now we are also creating a mental health program in the CHED. We have to definitely go for, it is not just a one-time, big-time thing, no. So you have to really get the true source, no, the root cause analysis. Kasi katulad mo, Ma'am Roda, no, yung company mo, kahit na Pilipinong kumpanya to, syempre meron silang unique needs that is localized in your company. So, you can have an FGD, or you're very good that you are getting evidence-based data through a survey. So, get the root cause analysis ng mga tao mo, no, ng leaders nyo, ng mga staff ninyo, and at the same time, implicate a program that is promotive. So promoting mental health awareness, preventive, so preventive programs, and you can also have intervention, no? Like, for example, ang intervention mo sa laging absent, yung na broken-hearted, na marami pong nagkakaroon ng mental health problem because of betrayal, no? Having an OFW partner, no? LGBTQIA teammates, no, na magagaling din talaga. I can also have some intervention program for them so that they will feel that they are really priceless and they are treasured.
So important, no, to create a healthy environment at home and workplace environment.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, no? I mean, I love how, like, in the past couple of years, na-validate yung mental health.
Yeah.
Especially in the Philippines, I think maybe pandemic onwards, mas lalong na ano. Pero, what is the limit? Ms. Rhoda, I'll ask you also, like, as a CEO, what is the limit of, like, meron ba kayong mental health leaves? Diba? May narinig ako, may ganyan, may bago mental health leave. Like, if I'm a boss, and I used to manage people also, like, how do you know that this is an actual mental health situation, or tinatamad ka lang pumasok eh?
Sa company namin, just to give example lang din, well, we've been existing for over 32 years. And for the past years, we always have several programs then.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, ini-engage mo ang mga lahat ng empleyado. Like later, meron kaming what's this? In celebration of Women's Month.
Yeah.
Alam mo yon, yung tipong meron lang gathering, and then in celebration of Women's Month, we have also Father's Day celebration, Mother's Day celebration, at kung ano-ano pa.
Yeah. Yeah, very good po. No, so actually, you can prove that there's really a mental health problem. Syempre po, it is definitely certified by our psychologists or psychiatrists. So hindi kasi natin pwedeng i-claim na I'm depressed. No, it's a big word.
Right.
Yeah.
So depression or major depressive disorder entails symptoms, no, severity, number of days. So it is definitely certified by our psychologists, no, licensed psychologists or psychiatrists.
So it's like a normal leave, na kalala nag-sick leave ka, may pakita kang medical certificate.
Yeah, actually, yung part po ng ating DOLE and CSC, which is 5 days, binibigay po talaga ito, hindi lang sa mga may mental health problem.
Yes.
It's really part of a break, no, na para magpahinga yung mga tao. Kasi nga, talaga naman nakakapagod talaga.
It's mandated na.
Yeah, it's mandated. So you just
Can you
have
tell me more about it?
to choose and schedule. Basta hindi lang po mag-i-interrupt sa operations ng company.
And no one cannot just claim na I have a
Yeah.
mental health problem. Yan, mag-invite din tayo from DOLE siguro, no, to talk about
Oh
this.
yeah, because the
Oo,
DOLE
to
have
talk
what
about
we
this
call
issue.
The workplace mental health aligned with the
Yes.
mental health law, the DO 208.
Oo. And we learned a lot of things today from Doc Shay.
Oh, thank you for the kind
Maraming
words. Yeah.
salamat, Doc Shay.
Maraming salamat
sa
din
lahat
po.
ng mga insights, sa lahat ng mga binahagi mo sa amin today.
Yeah.
For sure, maraming natutunan ang ating mga viewers, ang ating mga listeners, at sana maimbita ka namin ulit
Oh
dito.
yeah. Oo, nandyan yung aking roadshow.
Thank you, Doc Shay.
So thank you, Doc
Thank
Shay.
you, and be well po, no, in thoughts, in feeling, and in behavior, so that we can prevent mental health problems.
Thank you so much, Doc Shake. We learned a lot from this episode. Thank you everyone for watching and listening. And this is Beyond Business.
By Negosyante, where we talk about negosyo, buhay, and everything in between. Dahil pag may negosyo, may trabaho.
At pag may trabaho, may kwento.